Welcome to GCTV's Homecoming Special.
We've had lots of activities going on this year, but first we're going to take a look at our banners. So I'm going to turn it over to Taylor and Mary.
The banners had to be up by September 20th. The themes, the freshmen did Pac-Man, sophomore did Rock'em Sock'em, juniors did Mario, and seniors did Donkey Kong. These are based off video games.
For the competition between classes, the banner has points earned by the creativity and the theme of the banners. First place is 35 points, second place is 30 points, third place is 25 points, and fourth place is 20 points.
For homecoming this year, we have an overall theme of Leadership Game On. So each class this year has a specific video game theme to follow for banners and their floats.
So what are the themes? The seniors are Donkey Kong, the juniors are Mario, the sophomores are Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and the freshmen are Pac-Man.
We have three very important rules that we have to follow to make our floats. The first one is we cannot exceed $500. The second one is that we each have to have a specific job site within the city. And what's the third one?
Members from one class cannot visit another class's float or they will be disqualified. The tradition of homecoming started as early as the 19th century and celebrated in high schools and colleges around the United States, Canada, and even the Philippines. However, not only schools celebrate the long-standing tradition that we celebrate with football games, dress-up days, and pep rallies, many churches and even cemeteries join in and have their own homecoming festivities. For most people, homecoming means remembering the days of their youth and where they grew up.
Giles County High School homecoming brings the whole community together with the parade and, of course, the football game, where almost the whole county comes to celebrate their own high school experience and good times. As we approach the homecoming game, we are proud to have Giles County's very own Coach Hardin here to talk about their homecoming experiences as well as the present Giles County High School traditions. So as principal here at Giles County, since it is homecoming week, what was your most memorable homecoming here?
As homecoming, well, I got to be principal about the time we started the parades, and what we did, we had basically the same thing that you're doing now. You had your floats, homecoming, and all these cars would get behind there and have to take the car and have one of the biggest parades that they ever had around here, and they still do it. The only difference now and then was basically in those years, they didn't have that many people that had cars. A lot of them had cars, and a lot of them could get their mothers and daddies on a day like that, you know. So we had to do a lot of supervising to be sure that everything went good in getting this first parade off. And we saw that if they were going to be in a parade, they had to have a license, of course, and had to have access to the particular car. And that's when we first started them. And of course, meantime, while we're getting ready for this, they had the floats for each class. And it was the responsibility of the homeroom teachers, the juniors, the seniors, and all the way back to supervise the floats that they made. And they had to find someplace in town where they was big enough to make a float in some garage or some warehouse or something. And so they brought them all in with the four classes. And then when they got ready for to get to all of these cars in a parade, we'd already pretty well told them what you got to do. So on that Friday, which would be like tomorrow, basically the same thing, we had everybody into their class, went to first period class, and then the ones that were going to work on their cars went out in the parking lot, and they had some instructions. They wanted to be sure there was no words that was misspelled on their cars. Because we got criticized the year before when we did a little bit. Some of these people saw us with some misspelled words. Boy, they threw a fit. Some of these people in town, you know, they ladies, they thought that was awful. The kids in high school can't even spell right. So that's basically the way it used to be. And I understand this, your parades and everything will basically be the same as we did all those years ago. And it's always been real good, no problems, and everybody really enjoys it. And of course, I think one of the few things that you've added is like a gold and black day that some of the youngsters will dress up one day. You still do that, do you?
We have a black and gold day, but now we have dress up days for the entire week of homecoming.
Do you? They always enjoy that.
So do you have any advice for people like, students or teachers that are here for coming years about, how to, deal with, life after high school or how to enjoy high school?
Well, you just got to need to do right and behave and try to get an education, try to get involved in your athletics or clubs or whatever the things, and that makes your school a lot more pleasant sometimes. The ones who don't enjoy school are the ones that's always trying to get out of something or to get into something. And I'm not just saying this, but we had control of the school 100%. I might say we still got a reputation of being, boy, you do right around here. I'll tell you about one little instance you'd like to hear about that. I was in the office around there, and these three girls, somebody brought them in the office, and I had somebody in there I was talking to. I said, I hadn't got time to fool with you. Y'all can go home or I'll wear you out. And they started boo-hooing these girls. Oh, I can't go home. I can't go home. And whoever's in the office, I just moved them. You just go. We'll be through with this in a minute. You just move on back to the back. And they sat back there in the back. Well, the first said, I want to whip it. I whipped that girl pretty good. Then I want to have a whipping too. I whipped this. And then this Lysa was a big, tall girl. Looked like she was a little older than some of the other girls, maybe. She said, well, I might as well take mine too. So she turned over and I'd give her probably the best whipping out of the bunch, Said, go in there, and most of them cried a little. Wash your face and stay out of that bathroom if you get caught again. Said, it'll be more than this. And all that finished that up. But whoever was in there, I forget who it was, they said, do you whip many of these girls? I said, no, I don't like to whip them. I prefer not to. I'd rather they be doing right. But occasionally I have to. They said, I don't mean whipping the girls. That old one was a mother. Said she's got a little girl over at the elementary school in the first grade. And I guess I said, well, I'd say that's the only one mother I've had to whip. But we've had some good times along the way.
Chatham's on. Foolies glad I'm home. Even my haters kinda glad I'm on. Rest in peace to my vagabond. Rapper, song, singer, suspended, subpoenaed for misdemeanors. Dreamer, held back asses, Loki still a deer. And I still shake a boat squat. Ran for my broke. Got city on the car.